Howdy folks, this is Jeff Camarda, PhD, your wealth doctor with a very important and grave retirement warning. The latest forecast from the Congressional Budget Office paints a grim picture for the United States fiscal future, with entitlements and debt payments steering the nation towards a perilous financial precipice. According to the CBO's updated 10-year budget outlook, under current legislation, the national debt is projected to balloon to a staggering $48.3 trillion by 2034, marking an 84% surge from the $26.2 trillion recorded in the previous fiscal year. That's last year. The trajectory would see debt as a percentage of GDP climb to 116% by 2034, up from 97%, a stark indication of a growing fiscal burden. Blaming inadequate tax revenue is not the solution, as tax revenues are anticipated to average almost 18% of GDP through 2034, surpassing the historical average over the past 50 years. The crux of this issue lies in the excessive spending, which is projected to average 24% or so of GDP over the next decade, significantly higher than the 50-year average. Furthermore, these debt projections might be overly optimistic, assuming no economic downturn and the expiration of certain tax cuts and subsidies by 2025. However, the likelihood of Congress implementing further spending increases or executive actions, such as widespread student debt cancellation, could make it even worse, gasoline on an already raging fire. The main driver of unsustainable spending growth is entitlement programs, particularly Medicare, Social Security, and Medicaid, which are expected to surge, balloon, just go stratospheric by $2.5 trillion over the next decade, dwarfing the $372 billion increase in discretionary spending. This rapid expansion will exacerbate deficits and lead to soaring interest payments, which are forecasted to reach $1.6 trillion just for interest on a national debt by 2034. Despite these looming fiscal challenges, there is a reluctance in Washington to address the need for entitlement reform. Democrats often propose taxing the wealthy or cutting payments to providers, while Republicans advocate for economic growth. However, neither approach alone is sufficient to stem the tide of rising entitlement costs. Inevitably, adjustments to future benefits will be necessary to avert a fiscal catastrophe. The longer policymakers delay action, the more severe the consequences will be. Without decisive measures, the nation risks hurtling towards a financial abyss akin to mutually assured destruction, with dire consequences for generations to come. Wealth holders, take heed. Crushing taxes and redistribution of your wealth is just fuel for the ongoing fiscal fire. To get more detail on this and other critical wealth topics, remember to like and subscribe for full access to all of my short and extended wealth education classes, and for the entire catalog of my free wealth ed materials, please visit Camarda.com. Thanks for watching. Until next time, this is Dr. Jeff Camarda.